This free step-by-step video comes to you directly from Haynes. You can complete more than 200 jobs on this vehicle when you purchase the complete Haynes online manual at haynes.com.
The thermostat is fitted to a distribution housing on the left-hand side of the cylinder block behind the coolant pump position. Disconnect the negative battery cable before continuing. The battery is located at the rear of the engine compartment under the bulkhead. Slide the plastic cover in the direction of the arrows, then lift it out to gain access to the negative battery terminal. Loosen the clamp nut, then disconnect the battery negative lead from the terminal. Undo the retaining bolts and remove the engine top cover. Drain the cooling system. With the engine completely cold, slowly turn the cap anti-clockwise to relieve the pressure in the cooling system. A hissing sound will normally be heard. Wait until any pressure remaining in the system is released, then continue to turn the cap until it can be removed. Where necessary, release the fasteners and remove the engine lower splash shield. Position a suitable container beneath the radiator bottom hose connection. Then pull out the retaining clip and ease the hose from the radiator stub. If the hose joint has not been disturbed for some time, it may be necessary to gently manipulate the hose to break the joint. Do not use excessive force, or the radiator stub could be damaged. Allow the coolant to drain into the container. Note that the radiator is equipped with a drain tap, but this can only be accessed with the front bumper removed. Once all the coolant has drained, reconnect the hose to the radiator and ensure the retaining clip is properly seated. Disconnect the coolant hose from the thermostat housing. Undo the bolt securing the housing to the engine block. And remove the housing along with the O-ring. Remove the thermostat, noting which way round it is fitted. Be prepared for coolant to spill out as the thermostat is removed. Fit the approved thermostat to the housing in the correct orientation as noted on removal. Fit a new sealing ring. Refit the housing and retaining bolts. Tighten the retaining bolts to the specified torque. Connect the coolant hose to the thermostat housing and secure the retaining hose clip. Refill the cooling system. Slacken the clip and withdraw the heater unit supply hose from its bulkhead stub until the bleed hole at the top of the hose is clear of the surface of the stub. Do not disconnect the hose from the stub completely. Remove the securing screws and detach the expansion tank from the engine compartment. Raise it approximately 100 mm above the engine compartment and support it there on a block of wood or using a length of wire. With the expansion tank filler cap removed, fill the system by slowly pouring the coolant into the expansion tank to prevent airlocks from forming. Begin by pouring in a couple of litres of water, followed by the correct quantity of antifreeze, then top up with more water. Continue filling until coolant starts to run from the bleed hole in the heater hose. When this happens, refit the hose and tighten the clip securely. Once the level in the expansion tank starts to rise, squeeze the radiator top and bottom hoses to help expel any trapped air in the system. Once all the air is expelled, top up the coolant level to the max mark, refit the expansion tank cap, then refit the expansion tank to the bodywork. Reconnect the battery negative lead to the terminal and tighten the clamp nut. Refit the plastic cover and slide it securely into place. Reactivate the radio by inserting the security code. Start the engine and run it at a fast idle for about 3 minutes. After this, allow the engine to idle normally until the bottom hose becomes hot. Check for leaks, particularly around disturbed components. Check the coolant level in the expansion tank and top up if necessary. Note that the system must be cold before an accurate level is indicated in the expansion tank. Never remove the cap when the engine is still hot. Refit the engine top cover.